It is Space Viking. Like, the premise of seeing all these people together, it would take a once every 100 years situation, right? And then I mean, I guess there's some of these aren't even people. Like, you know, I don't want to be anthropocentric. We have ogres, goblins, monkeys, dwarves. You know, we've got a whole bunch of ghosts, things going on here. So, you know, sentient beings, I guess, gathered at one dinner table is pretty amazing. And then the fact that there would be a chef, and the fact that the fortune teller is perhaps powerful enough to, like, stop time in this fashion. Alright, so it's my fault. Oh, those ingredients. Yes, those ingredients. So I hold you responsible for assisting me in ridding him of this dimension once and for all. Now that would be good. Once and for all. I like that. Yeah, Sir Theodore. I gotta pepper in... You know, at some point in college, I learned a word or two that I've got to use every once in a while. Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to say that. Are you clear on what you have to do? Was there something you wished me to explain? So you need me to make you another dirty blast, is where we're going with this, right? I could use one too. How about this? Who are these people? Seems like quite the random selection in here. Sweet, we can get some to the bottom of this. The people you see are assembled here are the self-styled Secret Council of Gilnor. Now, they're using the word people in a way that I don't think the word people is normally used. Self-styled council? What do you mean? Many centuries ago, a small group from around the world of Gilnor decided that these lands needed to be directed, that it was too risky to leave the fates of this land to luck and the gods. They decided that every 10 years they would meet to discuss current events and shape how the world might then develop. Now that's actually a good idea. Like, that seems reasonable. So they're pretty influential people. No, not really. For all their grand schemes and ideas, nothing ever gets done, except every 10 years they have a bit of a posh meal together and a bit of gossip. That's so funny. It's like they had the best of intentions to get this group together, you know? Like, they're like, we're gonna guide history. We're going to shape this land. Now, actually, I've had enough to eat and I'm a little bit tired. I had like 10 dirty blasts. I can't think straight. We'll work on the whole world building at the next meeting 10 years from now. How's that? It is the RuneScape UN. Yeah, we need the eyebrow dye for everyone, Quick Draw. Exactly. That purple eyeshadow can go around. I see, but this evil cook guy that just appeared thinks they might be important. I do think it is hilarious. This is great, Nick, man. No, this is perfect. I mean, it makes the cooking training go faster, and I'm glad to do it. I think this quest is hysterical. I like that they're like, all right, we need a secret society of people that are going to shape the world. Okay, so who do we invite? Well, we need Ceramic from over in Asgarnia. Good idea. Ceramic's in. How about a representative of the dwarves? Great idea. Love it. The goblins. Okay, I see where you're going. Ogres, in. And we need Evil Dave. What group does Evil Dave represent? You know, evil people. Why do we want the input of the evil people? Evil Dave's in. Non-negotiable. It's like, how is he here? How is... 100%, Sir Theodore. I like that detail. I kind of picture Eris's voice like Marge Simpson's sisters, you know? But maybe I'm wrong. I guess you're right. But then, Space Viking... Maybe that's actually reasonable, Aren. That's a fair point. But Space Viking, if you want to party, well then disco. Where's the disco man? Right? Anyway. I don't really know what he thinks. Either way, I'm not prepared to let him get away with a brazen attack on anybody while I have the power to stop him. And given that this is partly your fault, I fully expect your assistance in saving them. My fault? Yes. You were the one who provided the cook with the ingredients that he needed to allow the Cullianmancer to return to this dimension. Yeah, my fault. I just don't understand any of this. What exactly is it that you don't understand? Did this room get bigger? Ah, that would be the time dilation effect. The time dilation effect? Yes. As time has stopped flowing in a normal way, your eyes are playing tricks on you. As the pictures absorbed by your eyes take slightly longer to reach your brain. This is so funny. That's right. The monkey or the seer. That's true, Space Viking. Hey, Tomas, what is up? You played 20 minutes till dawn on the phone the whole night? Oh, it's a Vampire Survivors-like game, Tomas? Cool, my friend. Thank you for recommending it. I do love Vampire Survivors. That sounds like a fun one. Oh, Nickman, I was going to say, it's like, if it's Vampire Survivors, I'm sure Nickman has played it. Okay, you played it too? All right, perfect. I'll have to look into that. 20 minutes till dawn. Sounds great. Now, can I say another point? I like how the fortune teller... At first, I'm going to be taken aback that she understands, you know, neuroscience, like, and the contemporary scientific theories about image projection, how the eyes work, the brain receives images. But then again, I guess if she can see the future, she can see the trajectory of all science and just completely explain something like time dilation to me. It does, Alex. I think what I'm going to do, Space Viking, is just finish this first part so I get the chest and keep doing my cooking. Oh, Alex, you've played it too and it hurts your eyes? Yeah, Vampire Survivors could start to do that too with all the blinking and the flashing. Yeah, she was watching the BBC documentaries, Space Viking, hanging out. She loves Richard Attenborough stuff, just can't get enough. All right. What? As everybody knows, time flows from north to south. Oh, okay. Well, now we're getting a little bit afield of contemporary neuroscience. So my freezing time means that this room has apparently stretched slightly along its horizontal axis. Does that even make sense? Don't let it worry you too much. It's just an optical illusion. The room is exactly the same size as it's always been. It just appears to be a tiny bit bigger. Anything else you want to know? What just happened? I do have a question. A very good question. Oh, yes? What was that, then? Just what in the flipping hippo is going on? Whoa. Watch the language there. I know. Exactly, Space Viking. You're just like, alright, then. Whatever. Flipping hippo. Whoa, let's not repeat it. It really is unbelievable, Super Flopper. It's like, it had me hook, line, and sinker. I'm going along with it completely, and then they're like, time flows north to south. I'm like, what in the name of Brassica are we talking about? You've never heard that phrase? No, I'm quite sure I never have. Well, it's not the point. Please tell me what just happened. Certainly. That fellow over there in the chef's hat is called the Collier Neuromancer. 100 years ago, he threatened the secret council with death, but was foiled by the quick thinking of his assistant, who managed to trap him in another dimension. Are you the assistant? As a result of that action, the assistant was offered a job for life as head cook of Lumbridge for himself and all his future descendants. Now, apparently, the current head cook of Lumbridge decided to recreate his ancestor's greatest achievement, not realizing that his achievement was not a meal, but a powerful food magic. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. It really does, Sir Theodore, and if it's not, it needs to be opened. So I was going to have to break the bad news to the Lumbridge Castle cook that his ancestor was an evil ghost wizard chef. But now I get to break the news that his ancestor was, like, maybe not... was probably a pretty good chef, but was actually a better evil wizard chef stopper. And that's why he got the lifelong appointment. By recreating the spell, he has inadvertently freed the evil Collier Neuromancer from his prison to wreak havoc upon this world once more. Naturally, when I saw what was happening, I intervened with a simple Tempus Sezit spell so that we would have time to immunize the secret council from his attack and so that we can defeat the Collier Neuromancer once and for all. I see. I know. It's just a dirty blast away. What? I can't even say it right the first time, Nick, man. It's such a mouthful. Cookmancer. Chefmancer. Culinaro-mancer. You want me to explain it again? Yes, please, but slower and more understandable. Okay, then. 100 years ago, the evil food magician was defeated and banished. I love this. Because of you and the Lumbridge cook, he's now free. He was about to slaughter all these people, but I stopped time so you could protect them. You stopped time, and wait. I have to protect them. Why me? Yes, I stopped time. And you have to do it, partly because you helped release him by getting those ingredients, and partly because I'm stuck here keeping the spell intact. Isn't stopping time kind of, you know, dangerous? Oh, unbelievably so. That is why I have limited the time bubble to this room and this room alone. Huh? How does that work? Everything outside this room continues to flow through time. That is why outside this room, you've already defeated the Collier Neuromancer and protected the members of the Secret Council. Inside the room, however, you have not. So that's how that they make this kind of like canon legit. What? I like the words, Alex. So this is this what you're saying, Nick Man? That all 10 parts involve me protecting like each person in here by doing some absolutely absurd and roundabout quest out in the real world, and then now every time I come back in here I can slowly save people's lives? Where time has been frozen in this room, outside it continues to flow, so this room is now currently in what we would call the past, meaning events inside here have already happened, and the longer time continues to flow outside, the more removed from normal time this room becomes. I love this. I mean, you gotta think about what's going on here. The RuneScape people whoever invented this quest, whoever came up with this, they were like, we want to celebrate the 100th quest. We gotta bring out all the stops, right? Just like the Cullion Neuromancer wanted to bring out all the stops for the big event, for the Secret Council. And what they decided to do was somehow be able to justify having all these characters in the same room and give you a long quest that would somehow adequately keep these people in here, but also allow them to function outside of here. So they made a time bubble to do that. I mean, just bonkers. They're like, okay, we're going to involve the fortune teller. She's got the ability to stop time. She can make a time bubble, put everything in there, and we'll just spend a lot of time explaining it, and we've justified this. Casper, it's hilarious. Wait, so I've already saved all of these council members and defeated the Cullion Neuromancer? Or I could call it the Cullion Neuromancer or Cullineromancer. Yes, but only outside. What you need to do now is save them in here as well so that time can resume its normal ebb and flow. Otherwise, there will be increasing temporal pressure and the entire universe might explode. Oh, good. Now, when we say universe, I don't even know what we're talking about. I did get to look through a telescope a long time ago in the observatory over by Ardoyne, was it? And it was something else, what we saw there. Fascinating stuff. Not the whole universe. That's where I keep my stuff. I like how he only thinks about himself. What a hero I am. My stuff. I'm such a materialist. Yes, that is why it's so important that you protect them all. But you said I already had. Yes, you have. In the future, which is also the present, but not in the present, which is also the past. My brain hurts. Yes, time travel tends to do that to people. But the other thing I really like about this quest, I have to say also, is this is a quest that's like one of those quests where I'm actually getting to a point in my RuneScape adventure that you guys might still be... You probably have finished this quest, like all 10 people. But I could get to a point where it's like, no, you're still working on one of the people... And even though I haven't really started, like, we start to have some quests in common. Like, I've caught up some ground in that way. I suggest you don't worry about it too much. Just make sure you protect each council member, then defeat the Cullion Neuromancer. How would I do that? Each council member will have their own unique dish that will serve to counteract the Cullion Neuromancer spell. Yes, Tomas, that's a great question, my friend. Unfortunately, I will only be going for roughly another 10 minutes. I will end at 11:30 Eastern because I have to work early in the morning. But that is a great question. Normally, I go from 9:30 Eastern Time, Eastern Standard Time, to 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. I know, it's like, they're just like, don't even think about it, just deal with it. I also love that you would think that in this situation, it would be like, you know, Neo in the Matrix or whatever. Like, all I have to do is just move them out of the way of the spinning death spell that the Cullion Neuromancer sent out. But maybe that wasn't what hurt people. It was the food? I don't know. Yeah, good idea, Nickman. And also I can level up my cooking and stuff. This is such a funny quest. Inspect the one you wish to save, and I'll offer any advice I have. Was there anything else you wanted to ask me about? Nothing, thanks. I don't want to talk to you now. Yes, I'm sure you have far more important things to do than saving the entire universe. No, look, I exhausted all of your dialogue options. That's the only reason I said that. Calm down. See, super floppers, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, those give cooking experience? That's perfect, Nick, man. And then also by them, I'll have more treasure hunter lamps and can easily just crank my fishing. Okay, so you're saying the dwarf and the goblins. Let's look at the dwarf. Casper, I am. Thank you for asking, my friend. Now all I have is like just a bit of a stuffy nose occasionally and some sneezing, but so much better. How do I protect you, I wonder? To protect our short, angry friend from the Colonarmencer's magic, I suggest you seek out his father within the mountain tunnel that he guards. So is that mountain tunnel the one that's right by Taverley, where I, like, won the fishing contest to be allowed to access that secret passage? Or am I thinking of the wrong place? Okay, cool. I love how the dwarves were like, we need you to win the fishing contest. Why is that? Trophy. It's very valuable. Made of gold. We just want the trophy. Alright. His fondness for rock cakes could prove key in freeing him. That's a great question, Alex. It was filmed yesterday, so I was sick, and my mind was not operating fully, Alex. So I was making some blunders. When the wolf came at me, Alex, I didn't even try to fight it. I just was like, I'm not at my best here. But you might hear it in my voice, Alex, in the episode. Alright, so we gotta get him rock cakes. Hagrid makes rock cakes. Let's check the goblins. Which one of these am I actually meant to be saving? Neither of them were at the previous council meeting. Oh, they just got invited because of what we did, maybe, with the goblin relationship here. The goblins get through leaders so fast, I find it hard to keep track. I heard the last leader died during a game of pin the tail on the basilisk. Actually, Alex, I do have a question for you about that. So, you can't use a bowl on a crock to store what's in the bowl, but can you use a crock on a bowl to put the stew back in the crock, or can you only use a crock on a pot full of stew? Like, once it's in the bowl, is it just stuck in the bowl? Anyway, I was trying to figure that out. Pin the tail on the basilisk. Well, no worries. I'm sure you'll just find something that they'll both eat, and that should work. Oh my god. They never agree. Remembering the last time I dealt with this too, that may be easier said than done. Well, you could try asking some of the other goblins in the village for ideas. You should be able to find it just to the north of Falador, unless they've decided the sky is the wrong color there or something. Well, that's possible. So you can only put one thing in there one time. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Perfect. Okay, good. So we've talked to the dwarves, and we've talked to the goblins, and those seem to be the easiest ones that we can possibly do. Let's pass through the barrier and see if my chest is down there. There it is. Look at that. I've got a bank chest here. This is like the professional way to raise your cooking, because now I can just get the ingredients, right, and come back when needed to get more fish. What? You can right-click the chest to buy food. Let me check that out. Oh, buy food. Oh my gosh, you can. Look at this. There's basic ingredients. Grapes and chocolate are worth a good amount. Oh, I see. So I could buy 1 grape and then sell it. And I can buy 30 chocolate and then sell it. Hey, Crab. Hello. Good evening. Good to see you. Let me put this back, actually. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. I love how many of the quests in RuneScape are like, let us, you, as a reward, you get some, like, quality of life permanent upgrade to your digital experience in Gilnor. Where they're like, you know, hey, you can ride these hot air balloons now if you want to get around. Or you got this shortcut. Or now you can use this chest. That's awesome. So the stock increases. I like it. Let me see how close I am. My cooking is level 50. You see it's like moving up. It's actually not doing badly. We only need to get to 53. It's pretty reasonable. Also, Alex, I don't know if you know offhand, but if you put animal fat in a bowl and make a lantern, an oil lantern with the fat or whatever, does it burn indefinitely? Alright, and we're doing it. Oh yeah, we're doing great. Now, I'm going to quickly go over to Port Sarum, because I want to check something. That quest, Nickman, I thought was extraordinary. Like, I would give that Recipe for Disaster Part 1 like a 4.5 out of 5 for just sheer hilarity. Like, it was the funniest, most convoluted explanation of a quest with random, you know, things happening. You got to see some, you know, fan favorite characters, and there's an evil chef wizard. I mean, just ridiculous. Oh, no, no, no. I went to the wrong place. My fault. Oh, yeah, good point, Sir Theodore. Thank you, Alex. That's what it seemed like. All right, so I want to talk to May. Thank you, Alex. I thought so, but I wanted to cure those hides more. Let's see. Do I have any rewards for 200 quest points, or do you need more than that? Let's see. Claim all rewards. Alright, fine. Rover? Oh, did I already get this? Oh, I can only get this from Henrietta Carnelian. Oh. I think I might have done that already then. But the next thing is at 225, I guess. I have Didymus, you know, pretty pumped up here. That's nice. Huh. Alright. That's funny. We can get the improved Meg rewards in just a little bit of time. Oh, you can get the pup, Sir Theodore. That's what you get. That's cool. Yes. We did it. Now we can do Meg because we get better rewards. Oh, I'm 3 away from being able to use the magic weapon in the top row? Oh, that's cool. I can always reset them. Fantastic. Alright, yeah, let's go talk to Meg, actually. Oh, no, I got magical dice. Alright, let's do it. Let's roll it. Pow. Oh, look, we just got 500,000. Oh, and these legs that are worth like 1.3 million. All right, that was a good one. 1.8 million. I'll take it. Roll it. Pow. And we got another 500,000. And we got a blouse that's worth like 1 million. That's good. So we could try to sell those and, you know, make some cash. Seems wise. Seems like something to do. Do you guys say that you save these things for like invention or whatever that high level thing is where you break stuff down? I don't know. I know, Alex, wasn't it? Like, I felt like I could hunt anything with those. The elegant blouse, already sold. Now, I want the money. I need the money for my high-rolling endeavors. Bam. Look at that. How about that? Well, we just made like 3 million there. That's a good day at the office. All right. Add it to the coin pouch. 106 million. Yes. It's fantastic. Alex, I think, too, that in... I don't know if it's just the place I started, but I think it counted as being... I don't know, my... like underground or something, so my spoilage for the food that I was putting in baskets was insane, but I don't know if that's just because it was in the basket.
That did not go as well as I expected. I'm sorry, but I wasn't able to get the loot that I intended to.
Ah, she didn't have a good time. Sorry, Meg. 0 coins? Dear God. She had a bad one. Well, let's do a good one this time, Meg.
Hi, it's so cool to see you again.
It is. How you doing?
Well, I was about to go on one, but I could use a little advice if you're up for it. I'll give you some of the treasure I find as a thank you.
All right. Ask away.
So, I have decided that I need to get in touch with my spiritual side. I'm heading into Lumbridge to learn the secrets of the Saradominist church there.
It's a nice church. I've been there.
You know, the one by the graveyard. Any advice?
It's got a great organ, Meg. It's just a church. You can go inside. Go find Father Ernie. Aw. You can go inside.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks. Any general tips on being stealthy? I want to sneak my way past some rather scary-looking people.
Okay. Keep to the shadows and cover yourself in dark colors.
Oh, okay. I think I can handle that.
Yeah, you're like white heart bandana. I don't think it's gonna do it.
I'm trying to enchant my sword with runes, but it doesn't seem to work.
Oh, that's what it is, Alex. So it's in the original playthrough because I'm underground. It's better for spoilage. Go to the wizard's tower.
Okay, that should be everything. I'll set off now and put your advice to good use.
All right, sweet. Okay, so we got Meg set up and we're set up. And now we just need to go back to leveling up our cooking and stuff. But we got to do just a hilarious quest. All right, everybody. Well, I'd love to keep playing and hanging out, but indeed it is my bedtime. I have to make sure I continue to get better, get rest, and got a long day at work tomorrow. So, everyone, thank you so much for coming out for the stream. It was good to be back, and I will be back tomorrow night with Darkest Dungeon. I hope you have an excellent evening or day, everyone, wherever you're at. So good to see everyone. Nickman, Alex, Casper, Sir Theodore, Oren, Episcocat, Tomas, Mr. Smith, Distro, Eliza, Super Floppers, Space Viking, Tabby, Dr. Octagonopus, Fire Thanatos, Quick Draw, Crab, everyone out there, Thomas, have a great night. Take care.